Welcome to Beauty School, a new column about the history behind today's trending beauty. I'm India, contributing beauty editor at Essence Magazine, and we're at the headquarters. This week, we're uncovering the very Black history behind extra, extra, extra long nails. Today, we're here with Sha'Carri Richardson's nail tech, Angie, and she's going to take us through the history of extra, extra long nails while doing mine. From Queen Azima, who wore stiletto nails in the 1930s, to bright red acrylics on Diana Ross and Donna Summer in the 1970s, extra long nails are a beauty culture cultivated of over at least 100 years. Just to get a little bit into the history of extra long nails, so many know FloJo as the fastest woman of all time, but what many don't know is that she was working in a nail salon while she was training for the 1988 Olympics. So can you kind of tell us about what she's known for in terms of beauty, and then also the type of nails that she would have worn back then?
So FloJo is known for like you said, being the fastest woman in the world, also being the fastest Black woman in the world. And when she walked on the field, you had to see her. The nails were long, the outfits matched the nails oftentimes, so they always got shot of her nails. Back then, we only had acrylic, right? We didn't have an array of things that we have today. We didn't have gels, we didn't have Gel X, we didn't have all those things. So, and it kind of took longer. The process took longer. You had to sit and wait to dry, all those things. So shout outs to her for even sitting there and getting her nails done and then waiting for them to dry. Now it's easy breezy, right? The nail game has become very innovative. So I would say that she was a trailblazer in that. And where we are today with, these long nails now, because she wasn't afraid. She wore them long nails.
I bring up FloJo because her legacy is often compared to that of Sha'Carri's. So can you kind of tell us and take us through the process of doing her nails?
The process of doing Sha'Carri's nails, I'm sure it's a lot different from what it was back in the days, because the nail industry is so much more innovative, and it takes a lot longer because I believe Sha'Carri's nails are longer than FloJo's, and she also has a lot of art on her fingernails, right? We use apres nails on her. She likes a lot of art and a lot of other trinkets, what I would call. She's not afraid to, step outside the box.
We have a stigma, and then at the same time, they're often replicated in pop culture. So can you kind of go further into the stigmas and why you feel like they are replicated even though they have this stigma?
We usually set the trends. People copy, but before they copy, it's considered ghetto, right? Once pop culture gets a hold of it, then they change it to, what they want it to be like. But we started doing these nails in what we would call the hood, right? Black women were wearing these nails long before social media and the fashion shows, the runways, the editorial covers. This was something that we already had. We just got more innovative, and the more innovative it got, the more money the nail industry started making. Then they turned it into it's a trend. It's something good, right? It's no longer considered ghetto because other people started wearing them. But all of my friends, everyone in my neighborhood, it was either long nails with designs on them or French manicures. But the French manicure was also known it was the bougie thing to get, right? We've turned that into something different now, right? We have the deep French manicures with the super long nails. Before it was very short, square nails, no enhancements. A French manicure that was considered ladylike, right? Now, these are considered ladylike.
Can you kind of tell me a little bit about why extra, extra long nails are such a popular fixation in Black culture? Because, of course, we have small, short nails, but extra, extra long, I feel like is kind of like our thing. So how would you compare the two, and why do you feel like extra, extra long nails are like the winner?
It's a statement piece. You know, long gone are the days of that being something ghetto to do, right? It's accepted, right? It's accepted. People in other countries, they kind of follow what it is that we do here, right? And you're able to express yourself. It's an expression of who you are, right? Not just hair, not just makeup. Nails are now a part of, they're becoming more accepted, the same way that people who focus on hair makeup.
Right now we're kind of doing like a 90s nail, but instead of using airbrush, we're using eyeshadow. So can you kind of tell me about why you decided to do eyeshadow, and how like nails and hair and makeup kind of interact?
So I decided to do eyeshadow because it's less messier, right? The airbrush machine, although they evolved, the airbrush machines back in the days were loud. It was like a pedal, the gun, and then you got paint all over the place. I wanted to keep it neater and show how far we've come in the nail world, right? Innovation. We've combined makeup and nails and all the other things to make them stand out, so you can get the same effect, just with a different way of doing it and less mess.
Can you tell me, like, growing up, what kind of nail art did you see, like, in your home country?
So in my hometown of Panama, I saw lots of, bright colors, and it also depended on what job the woman had, right? If you were a stay-at-home mom, you could kind of do whatever colors you wanted to do. But like, let's say if you worked in an office space or more corporate, they did the half moon, which was pretty big, I believe, all over the world. The half moon art, it was like equivalent to a French manicure, right? And it was like you had to be really skilled to do that. But those are the kind of the closest thing to art, I guess, that wasn't a French manicure that people kind of jumped out the window and did. My grandmother always wore that. And the main color was always white and red, but always like a iridescent red, iridescent white.
That's the end of our first beauty school class. Thank you so much, Angie, for doing my nails. Tune in on essence.com for the next lesson.